Hey, it's Tuesday night, and you already know what time it is. This is Kick Back with Cookie, live on Lux Radio. I'm your girl, Luxie, and we locked in till the streetlights fall asleep.
You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Lux Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd.
You want polish? Now we raw with the sound. Lux Radio live, straight up from the ground. Cookie got heat, and the mic stay loud. We don't follow trends, we move the crowd.
Yeah. Tuesday night, it's a vibe, not a show. Lux Radio hit different, let the real ones know. We don't do scripts, we don't do fake. We spit truth with a beat that'll make the block shake. Hey, Cookie on deck, voice cut like a blade. She talk legacy, hustle and moves that she made. This ain't if and fluff, this is street fed flame. Where the mic got memory and the voice got name. We built this from flies and late night grind. From TikTok lives to the radio line.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kickback with Cookie on Lux Radio Network. We have a special guest tonight. This is not an artist for once. Well, I've had two comedians on here, but this one's special. She's near and dear to my heart, so I brought her on here so we can find out how stars live. So I'm going to bring her on the stage. I hope she's not frozen. Wait a minute, y'all.
Frozen.
All right. Hi.
I'm Sharon. Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Cookie.
How you doing?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm good. So how's life in LA?
Life in LA is life in LA. It's like palm trees and pumpkins. It's like
pumpkins.
You know, pumpkins, you just, you know, you can give or take it. Like, yeah. I mean, whatever, pumpkin spice, I guess. You know what I'm saying? LA's chilling, you know, it's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
Absolutely is. So I've been there once and I enjoyed myself. I plan to come back soon.
Yeah.
So
come back anytime.
I definitely am. Look you up the next time. I was out, you know, Kenilworth Katrina, right?
Kenilworth Katrina, I think so. Yeah,
she's an artist. But we came out there to the High Hopes concert, but we surprised her. She had a show that weekend, just like 3 days or something. We were out there, but I definitely enjoyed myself.
Yeah, you need to be out here longer than 3 days. I tell everybody when they come visit, you at least need a full week. The first day, you gotta, especially if you come from the East Coast, you're gonna be tired and not really on the time zone, and you need a day to kind of like relax, chill, get it together. Yeah. And then, you know, the other days, explore the hype. That ain't hype. No.
All right. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Let's go.
So this is Joncea. Tell us, everybody, who you are and like where you're from, so they can get an idea of where we about to go with this interview.
Okay, I am Joncea Elizabeth Dixon. I am from Washington, D.C., Southeast, right off of Minnesota Avenue. I am the baby of 6. My parents moved to Clinton, Maryland when I was 8. So everybody says, including my siblings, like, you're a Maryland girl. You wasn't raised in the hood. You was raised with trees and all this. But I just want everybody to know, where you were born is where you're born. And for some reason or another, I don't know what the hype is about DC, to the point where we fight over who was born here and there. And if you wasn't here this amount of time, then you're not from the... Look, I was born at George Washington Hospital Center. Look, I lived and walked to Kimball Elementary School. I went to Kimball to 3rd grade. Like, you can't take my heritage from me because my parents kind of got better in life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was a hairstylist out there for really from like the 12 to when I moved here at 34. Yeah, I had 2 hair salons in DC. Woke up one day. Well, always knew, let's backtrack. Always knew I wanted to be a stand-up comedian since I was like 7.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh. And my parents, especially my mother, she would say, no, that's not a career. Like, that's just a reason for you to be a clown. Like, she was very, I used to call her Betty, like Betty Boop or like Betty Rubble. She was just like really pretty. She was always kind of like a lady type chick. And it was 2 girls, 3 boys, and me. And I came out acting nothing like my other 5 siblings. So she always kind of thought I was a little bit wild. And she always used to say, that's just a reason for you to be a clown. And no, you can't be a comedian, that type of stuff. So I knew I wanted to do comedy when I was 7. I always used to say, well, when I get old, I'm going to be a comedian. And I turned 30 on my 30th birthday. My friends dared me to do comedy at an open mic at Martini's. And so not only did I do comedy, I made it my birthday party, packed it out, and Chico will let me rip. He let me go. And that was when I first fell in love with comedy, 2009. It was crazy.
So you did comedy here for a while, and what made you decide to move to LA?
I did comedy in DC for about 4.5 years. So, 2009 was my 1-year anniversary. 2008. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a person, and I know everybody got one of those in their family or their crew. I'm a person that's all or nothing. I'm Aries. We kind of don't do anything half. So to me, I felt like I hit the ceiling in DC as far as comedy. And honestly, I had no idea I was going to ever move to LA or anything like that. I'm 100% honest, and I'm writing a book about my story, or probably make it into a movie or something. But 12 people had died in my family. I do have a big family, but 12 people had died between some family and friends within from 2010 to 2012. And I just remember waking up. I was already doing comedy. 2010. I'm getting my times mixed up because in LA we don't have a time. We just float. 2012 was when I moved here. From 2010 to 2011, 12 people died. So I just remember waking up saying, I'm gonna die one day, and I will never know if I'm the funniest female in the world. I have to go figure that. I have to go. I need to go where they make stars. Now, mind you, back then, I was at the top of my game. I had my own comedy room. I was a very funny comedian in DC. Had a huge following because I had a lot of clients. I did hair for years. So I could always pack out a room, pack out a show, that type of thing. And God truly blessed me to be naturally funny. So I just knew I was a gift to LA. Like, I'm coming out here, y'all lucky, I'm on my way. Well, when I got here, it was a totally different story. It was a million of me, and that's where the journey began. And I believe that that's when I first went to college, like when I moved to LA. But I honestly moved here because I was like, what is my purpose here? Like, it can't be just doing hair. It can't be. Because if that's the case, I've already fulfilled the purpose. Like, I had the houses, I had the cars, I had all of that already. And I was 34 years old. I just packed up. I didn't know one person in LA. I didn't know where I was going to live. didn't know anything. I just got on the plane. Sold my house, my shop, my cars. I thought it was kind of like New York, so because I wouldn't have sold all my daggone cars. I had 4 cars. I sold them all. Came out here and had no car, which was crazy. But yeah, girl, just where it all began.
Okay. So when you got to LA, what was your experience like? Was it really hard for you, or did you just jump into doing everything? How did you start getting into the mix with everybody in LA?
Okay, let me change up a couple words. I don't like to use the word hard. I like to use the word different. Yes, it was very different from what I'm used to. It was like, what the am I doing? I sat in my apartment, which was probably the size of a master bedroom back home, and not the new master bedrooms, the old master bedrooms the houses we grew up in. Master bedroom. My entire apartment was 400 square feet. And I was coming from a all brick 6-bedroom home in Clinton that sat on a half an acre of land. So just imagine. And I have never been alone. I've never been alone my entire life. I was just out there. I want to say I cried for about a year straight. Seriously, every day. It's like, what the did I do to my life? But I am a person that'll talk to anybody. Nobody's a stranger to me. So we were already kind of like talking before I moved here on TikTok. I was talking to a lot of people. So I started going to the comedy clubs and all that when I first got here. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're not TikTok. TikTok wasn't even out. What they call it now? X, but it was called
Twitter.
Yeah. So they was like, you Joncea from Twitter, and all. Yeah, I moved here. So that's how I met a lot of the comics in person. But I'm a people person, so I kind of just jumped into the scene, just started doing comedy here and meeting people and talking to people and all that type of stuff. It was, it was different, and it still is. This is not a journey. Put it this way. I want everybody to fulfill their dreams and their purpose, because it's a certain type of feeling that you get. It's like a certain type of power and just a certain type of grace comes over you when you're doing what you were created to do. And I recommend that for everybody. But I will say it's not as easy as waking up knowing you got a paycheck coming in 2 weeks. And any entrepreneur will say this, I was an entrepreneur before. I never worked a 9-to-5 a day in my life. I was an entrepreneur before I got here. Sometimes, doing hair, you make a whole lot of money. Then sometimes, you make just enough or whatever. But when you come here, you don't even know from day to day, girl. Sometimes, like, I had to call back. I don't even like to do hood. I call it hood favors. I got called back to somebody in the hood from back in the day and asked them for some money. Somebody from, you looked out for them so they didn't go to jail and hid their drugs type hood stuff. I call it hood favor. I had to call back for a hood favor just to pay my phone bill next week. That's 48. So that just goes to show you, it's give or take. It's definitely what, should I say, comedians, actors, actresses, they try to tell the public how hard it is, but it's hard for me to feel that it's hard when you are a billionaire and you're telling me, you're Tyler Perry, and you're telling me you used to be homeless. I don't feel it. But me, Joncea, I make sure I put my ups and my downs from the beginning of my journey, because when I don't know what making it is, because I feel like I'm making it right now. I feel like I've been out here almost 15 years. However making it looks to people, but I think people like your name bigger in lights, and I just think that when my name gets bigger in lights, people will know my story. You know what I'm saying? People will know. People will see she hung in there it was days that she was up, 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 and then it was days that she was down, or what society considers down, because this place has definitely taught me you don't need much to live. You just need to love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is like that place. Like,
Right.
I think Los Angeles is a very good place to come to if you need to find yourself. And if you are willing to sacrifice, not sacrifice, you really need to really go hard and start with nothing, you know?
Yep. I definitely understand that. And I've been following your journey. Your journey has been very, very interesting, and I mean very admirable, to say the least. Really quick, I want to say happy birthday to my radio partner, Ray Spence. She's in the audience. She's also one of our sponsors.
Ray.
So happy birthday, Ray. So I definitely, like I said, I've moved away from home before. I've lived I was born and raised here too, but I moved away to Atlanta for a couple of years, and I know it was hard for me. I guess not being around my family was hard.
Yeah.
So I kind of could relate to what you were going through. And then LA is just a bigger place. It's like on a different level than Atlanta is. So
I mean, imagine having a grandkid and the grandkid don't know you. Or, you know, they talk to you on FaceTime, and then when you go see them in person, they're like not interested because they're like, who are you? But you're out here, so the grandchild could be 16 driving a Maserati. You know, it's like you're trying to break off bloodline curses and just things like that. Just it's definitely, like you said, being away from your family, not going to those baseball games and basketball games, because I was very hands-on. I was a very hands-on person, and the next generation just has no idea who Joncea is, who Auntie J is, who Grandma is, who this wonderful person is, because I just feel like I'm the one that's going to make sure we won't have poverty in our bloodline, and I'll do what I got to do that, you know, without selling my soul, which I'll be this close. No. And when I say selling my soul, I mean my poo-poo hole. I mean, I'll be like, oh, boy, you can't come through, because, baby, it's so that. I'm finna call somebody. I'm P. Diddy. Hey. I'm finna hit a casting couch fast. But, you know, it's a lot to this. You gotta really know who you are, and you just gotta every day. I'll say this as perfect advice for anybody that's ever thinking about like moving or anywhere, living your dream. You just gotta get through 24 hours. If you can get through 24 hours, you'll make it. Because time goes fast. As you see, I can't even believe I'm being this long, and sometimes I feel like I haven't done anything, and then sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I've done so much, met so many people. I mean, it's not very many people that could pick up the phone and call their favorite singer, their favorite artist, their favorite, that type of thing. It's not many people that could say, I smoke with Snoop Dogg, or I can call Mary J. Blige, but those types of things. I worked with Russell Simmons literally for 7 years. Hands-on, could call him, went to his house, did yoga, did the most. Most people can't say that they've done all of that. And I say, you won't really know what you will encounter until you fulfill your dreams. Just can't be like everybody else. You gotta be the one to make the change, and what comes with it. It's highs and lows. It's a roller coaster. Some days I say don't do it. Then other days it's like, you got to do it. I was just with Patty. You don't understand. Like you're there with people you admired all of your life, and y'all just sitting there chilling, and no one's a star in the room. Right. Everyone is just like, and then people who you like look up to, or you really admire, gravitate to you. You're so cute. You're so. hi, what's your name? And it's just like, you know, that's the spirit of God in you and you being truly, genuinely yourself, you know? But it would have never happened if I didn't move. I love DC. I miss DC. I watch DC every day and I just be like that. I want some crabs so bad. But it's like, do you want these crabs or do you want an Oscar? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Do you want some crab sauce? Do you want some mamba sauce? Or do you want this Oscar? Like,
Right.
do you want to write this script? And
Right.
hopefully Michael B. Jordan decides to do this movie with you. Like, do you want that? You know? So
All right. So I'm gonna ask some serious questions, and then I'm gonna skip to some fun questions. So I'm gonna ask a couple fun questions now.
okay.
What's something you think completely ordinary you think would make an amazing comedy special if you were forced to talk about it, like something that happened to you?
I think I did it already. It's being edited as we speak. I actually am the very first person that has ever talked about death and made it funny on stage. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I just know that as a comedian, the stage is our therapy, is our healing. So definitely when my mom and my brother died, because my mom died and then my brother passed away today. One of my brothers passed away today, her funeral. So
Oh,
it was
wow.
like, you know, so I don't know. I somehow just put it all out there and made it like it's hilarious. Now, Marlon Wayne did it, but I put mine on YouTube purposely so nobody could say I copied them or anything. I put mine as like I recorded it live on YouTube. Then I took it down, of course, after. But he shot one talking about death like a couple weeks later. And of course he was out because he had a lot of money to do everything. But yeah. I know that sounds wild, but I made that funny, and it was funny because people were literally feeling so sorry for me, and they were reaching out to me just saying all types of like, yo, please, y'all, with the condolences, like keep them to yourself, like do the praying hands with the dove because you be thinking you sounding okay and making a person feel, and you sound so stupid. Like, this one girl was literally like, I wish it was me instead of you. I'm so sorry. I wish it was me instead of you. And I said right back to her, I wish it was you instead of me too. I wish your mama died instead of mine too. Like, I don't know what you want me to respond to stuff like that, but it's funny. It's called My Condolences, and it's costing about $4,000 to edit. So I've been kind of like chipping at the payments the best I can. I only owe like about $3,500. I shot it almost 2 years ago now, but it's all good. I shot it in 24, but whatever. It's gonna happen one day. I don't know what day, but it'll happen.
All right. So this next question I'm gonna answer too, because I think my answer might be funnier than yours.
Comedians ain't as funny as y'all think when we talk regular, okay?
It's serious. Okay.
Oh, God.
If you had to name or give your dating life a title, what would it be?
A title. I ain't saying she a gold digger. Like, I ain't saying she a gold digger. Nah, let's see, dating life right now. That might be a song that I feel, but right now I talk to and this is just being honest, about 4 or 5 dudes, and I'm not messing with none of them. Like sleeping with none of them. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, girl. Somebody literally, and this is whack. I probably shouldn't even say this, but literally FaceTime my phone this morning at 4:50 in the morning, and I answered because I got family in the East Coast, but I'm asleep. I'm like, hello, who is this FaceTime me? And the person just hung up. So you know good and well, everybody from DC got an FBI Connect. I just sent the number to my FBI Connect, like, yo, find out who this is. Find out who the person is and text that bitch like I knew her. I said, Whitney, honey, do not call me at no 5 in the morning. If you don't trust who you messing with, then, you know, I say, you know better, sis. Like, I literally was sitting here, but I'm glad this song didn't work. I literally was sitting here texting back this stupid girl. I'm like, yo, but they gave me a list of the last couple people this person had talked to. And one of the I was like, oh, it's this girl. And I nicely called him this morning and was like, oh, what's up? Who is this person? Just want to hear what he had to say. And he was like, I was like, do you know Whitney? He was like, come on, bro. No. 6 o'clock in the morning, I FaceTime him. He like, come on, no way. I'm like, yeah. She called my phone. And this was only me. This was me. Text her. And she texted back, that's fine. I just need to see whose number this was in his phone. For what? She said, girl, for what? For what? Like, my little life is just like, I'm able to time out. This has got to be a timeout. Timeout, y'all. Fellas, what we doing? What's yours? It's like, hey, look, I'm throwing it back. What's the title of yours?
I would think, let me see, a sitcom, Another One Bites the Dust.
Okay.
I'm serious. I mean, that's for real though.
What is happening to our men?
I don't know. I mean,
I think the internet got men and women thinking things are just not what they are. Like, what? What? Girl, fat girls are so confident. I'm like, wait a minute now. I remember just being the only confident fat girl. I don't like all of us confident. I don't like it. It's going too much for these men because now they think they can treat the big girls like they treat the little girls, like slapping us around and all that. No, keep me back when I was a secret, bro. Nah. I don't like it.
Right.
Girl.
So speaking of women in the comedy industry, do you find that women are treated differently or they go through things a little bit more hard than a man may have, or is it pretty much equal?
It's absolutely like it is in every business, every workforce. No. It's terrible for female comedians, and they don't speak out on it a lot. We don't. I don't say they. I say we. We don't speak out on a lot because we've learned to live with it. Most of the time, if you're on tour with a dude, it's because you're fucking them. Excuse my language. A lot of women, a lot of female comedians do, you know, they will sleep with promoters and stuff like that to get on. These are things I refuse to do, period. I don't want it that bad. I don't want it that bad. I'm not, no. But yes, it's very hard for female comedians. And then the sadder thing is, you got female comedians that don't like female comedians that like the older generation, and I'm not gonna mention no names, but they hate on us. Don't be funny. Oh no, don't be funny. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I had one male comedian, him and I are really close to this day. He's a real big name. I'm like, why do you never take me on the road with you? And he was like, 'cause you ain't fucking scared. Everybody know that. That's why you ain't on the road. And it's like, Dad, I guess I'll never be on the road with y'all then. I guess I gotta just, I don't know, but it's definitely, don't be big, don't be dark skinned. I hate to say all of that are factors, even with being chosen to act, being chosen to do commercials, comedy, all that. This girl, it's a game. It's a game. You just got to know how to play chess out here, not checkers.
So what do you think? What's something you think men consistently misunderstand about women that you could turn into a 5 minute stand up comedy show? Like one thing that the men misunderstand about women.
I think men don't think we can do exactly what they do. I really think y'all got the game so effed up. Like they think they can go and mess with 1,000 chicks and come back and say, "Oh, that's because y'all the ones laying there getting entered in, but we doing the entering, so it don't count." Okay, count your blessings, because guess what? I did it to your best friend. I still have somebody who I slept with their best friend because somebody back home, he wanted to be community and be my boyfriend at the same time. Nah. Nah, bro. Did it to his best friend. So never told him. But yeah, nah. Dudes really think, I don't know what's wrong with these men. Mamas or something got the game. They must have watched their daddies be players or something. I don't know. But nigga, I was raised by 3 boys. That's why I got so many dudes on my line. That's why I talk to so many dudes. I just be weaning them out, switching them out like a basketball team. I don't give a boy bye. And not sleeping with none of them. Look, don't have no feelings for real. They think we can't do what they do. That's what I think. What you think?
I think that's true. That's definitely true. And in every industry, like you said, I think that they just don't think we're capable of doing what they do. But I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I can't do that they can do is anything that has to do with under the hood of a car. I am not doing that at all. But I know women that can do it better than men. So I don't know. I don't know.
Just it's women that cut hair. It's women that I ain't gonna say I can go under there and change an engine, but I can change a tire. That's once again, I had a dad and 3 brothers. I can change my own oil. I ain't doing it though.
Right.
Why?
Right.
I just go to Jiffy Lube or the other day, one of my homies changed my oil. No.
Right. Right. That's crazy. Yep. So when you've put all the times you perform, have you ever had a time on stage where you just lost it and you couldn't stop laughing yourself about something that you said on the stage?
You know I'm super silly. I do that all the time. I be like, hold up, because I know what I'm about to say before I say it, and I just be laughing. I do that all the time. I thought you was gonna say, is it ever been a time where I was up there and somebody yelled something and it got back?
No, but since we're talking about it, have you ever had a moment on stage that was like the most memorable, whether it been a bad situation or a funny situation, like the most memorable time that you've had performing on the stage?
I think the most memorable time I had, I did a show in Baltimore, and this girl brought her baby. First of all, it's 21 and older. I don't even know how she got through the door. She literally had a baby carriage, and I'll post the picture when we get off of here. She had a baby, and I was on stage, and I heard a baby. I was like, is that a baby? Who has a baby for a phone ringer? They were like, no, it's a real baby right here. And girl, I say Baltimore's a ghetto. I went and grabbed the baby and had the baby in my arms my whole set. I will never forget that. 20 minutes, I had this baby. This little girl was just looking around. She was just all fine with it. I said, ghetto to hell, yo. Her mother was talking about she really wanted to come see me and she ain't had no babysitter. I said, so you was gonna let me babysit the baby? I will never forget that one. That was some ghetto shit. But yeah.
So there is something on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out if that's the same one you're talking about. I found a comedy special of yours on YouTube. Is that something that can be played, or at least a little bit of it?
Okay, you can play whatever you found on YouTube.
All right, let me see.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share.
Let me see what you done found. Let me go to YouTube myself.
Okay.
Doing that.
This was hard work. Shit, my parents built the 8-pound body. I did this. I did this all by myself, sis. Shit, 7 years old. I might as well get started on when it started. I was a teacher's lounge bandit. Now y'all like, what? I used to sneak in the teacher's lounge and eat their food. Every day, like 10 o'clock, I'd raise my hand, right? It'd be like 007. I'd be going around the corners to make sure nobody watching and everything. Sneaking that refrigerator, y'all, and fuck that food up! And like, I was eating chicken fingers and chicken patties. By the time I got to lunch, I was full. Tim, Miss Valdez, and Mr. Pittman, the gym teacher, I'd be tearing all that food up. I didn't even know I was a teacher lounge man though till one day they sent a letter home to the parents, right? My mom took my book bag and she was like, oh my God, Johnny. Listen to this. Please talk to your students. There are students sneaking in the teacher's lounge, eating the teacher's food. These teacher's lounge bandits must be stopped. I'm in the back scared as shit. Like, oh, there wasn't no cameras or nothing back in the 80s. It was like, look, they put a lock on that refrigerator. I was so pissed. Oh, I was so pissed. My whole life just got ruined. That moment on. Shit. I don't care what nobody say about me. I love food. They had a taco truck out there, man. Whatever. I grab me some soda.
All right, I'm not gonna play those. It's pretty much. Oh
Yeah,
my!
I remember that show.
That
That's
is too
hilarious.
So,
Yeah.
besides being a comedian and an actress, you've done some acting. So, can you tell us what things that you were, which maybe shows or whatever that you were on?
The one show that I starred in was a show called Laugh Tracks on True TV. I've done a lot of acting gigs. Like, it's to the point. Let's say, how can I put it more in a layman's term? Someone will call and be like, "Can you be in my movie?" or "Can you be in this TV show?" And I might do a good 3 to 4 minutes or something like that in somebody's movie or something, just to get a paycheck. I am all over Tubi. I am all over stuff. And some things I don't even remember I did because it takes a long time to edit, or they may have just got somebody to pick it up or stuff. People are always DMing me, "Is this you? Oh, yeah, I just saw you on this show." Or da-da-da-da. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot I did do that. Yeah, I did." Out here is like getting a little quick acting role is literally like if somebody calls you guys and be like, "Can you do overtime? Or can you do this for me? Or can you come over and for me? I gotta do this." It's but I just got done a series that should be coming out pretty soon. 7-episode series. It's a funny like spooky thingy going on. So that should be that was we just filmed that. So that was 144 pages. Like, people don't know how serious comedy is, and I mean comedy, but acting is, and how you got to learn a whole script and learn your line and their lines, and yeah. Just got done shooting something.
So you've done acting. You're a comedian. Give me 2 hobbies besides cooking, because we be seeing all your "I swear I ain't high" videos.
I don't know why. People like that dumb video. People like that series I started up. I just keep doing it, just making stuff that, I do actually be doing stuff like just mixing stuff together. But 2 things about Joncea, 2 hobbies. I paint. That is something I started Well, I always painted as a kid. I actually always could do a lot of stuff. I could draw, dance. I do a lot of things that people just don't know about me. But one of my hobbies is definitely painting. I've been selling paintings here lately. My mom came to me in a dream, and she was just like, "You don't paint anymore." That was in like December last year. So I was like, "Yeah, I don't." I started painting again, and it started bringing money. And I have a foundation that feeds the homeless. That's another one of my hobbies, I guess. We feed the homeless every Tuesday. We didn't today. It was 1 of 3. Every Tuesday, for the last 13 years. If I'm not on set or on tour, I'm down Skid Row feeding the homeless. Yeah.
So if by chance, and I'm not gonna say by chance, I just know what's gonna happen. You know how I think, you know how we talk. We just manifest everything into. So, you got your house that you've already picked out. Let's say tomorrow your life changes and you get all the money in the world. What's the first thing that you think that you would do with the money?
All the money in the world is crazy because then I won't be able to do anything. I'll have it all. But if I got a good amount of money, I know for a fact I would be one of those people that's on the internet that goes up to people giving them 10 grand. Like I watch those videos all day, just like God. I promise you. Like I know God wants me rich. I know God trusts me with riches. I know that. But I would definitely, what I really would do is buy an ice cream truck and tweak it out to be a homeless food truck. Where I would ride around and the homeless people can come up to the truck and I give them meals like that. That's what I would do if I got a good amount of money. That would be definitely one of the first things I would do, other than buying my house and my G-Wagon. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta be black. I gotta get some stuff. They always try to make it seem like it's something so wrong with getting luxury and all that. I don't care about y'all. Black people been like that from the beginning of time. Y'all not gonna keep on dimming our lights because we do what we want to do with what we got. Like, I hate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you have a new comedy special that's coming out,
It's being edited right now.
and it's going to
It's
be
being edited.
on YouTube, or is it going to be somewhere?
I believe I got a Hulu hookup. It'll probably be on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm
That-
not gonna do it on YouTube.
yeah,
I don't do YouTube as much as I should. I should be doing YouTube way more. Everybody I know is making bread from YouTube. I don't know. I hate doing extra stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna put it on Hulu, most likely.
Okay, so I know you're in LA, but I do know people out there too. And there are people in California that watch this show. Do you have any shows coming up that are out there or anywhere else? Do you have any upcoming stage shows?
I have a show Thursday and Friday this week, actually. Thursday is a all DC comics show out here downtown. So you know
Wow.
anybody from DC that would love that show. Dominique's on there, Jay Phillips on there. I don't know if you know Chico Will, Brandon Brody, Garrett Dixon, Kendall, Neil. These all people from home that all live out here. So we have a show on Thursday, and then on Friday, I host a comedy and karaoke. So that is like the funnest karaoke room ever. People who
It
aren't
sounds like
comedians can go up and do comedy. People who are comedians can, get them karaoke, get to sing it, or they can practice their comedy sets. It is the best 3 hours ever. And usually my friend Kevin Tate hosts, but he's out of town. So she puts me in sometimes to host. So that's Friday. Then I have September the 18th is the next big show out here.
okay.
Okay. But yeah.
September 18th. All right.
So definitely Thursday, Friday of this week, and September, the 18th. I want to say.
So growing up, and I guess becoming a comedian, who was your idol comedian? Or you can give me two.
Growing up, I loved watching Eddie Murphy. I loved watching Monique. Like, I used to be like, I could be her. I could be her. I wasn't even a big girl yet. It's something about her spirit. Maybe because I related more to her because of her being close to here and being a female and just Black. Sometimes you don't see yourself on TV. But Monique was so funny to me naturally as when I was a kid. So definitely Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, and I would say Monique.
Okay.
And definitely reasons why I do comedy. I wanted to be just like them. And when I met Eddie Murphy, it was like, oh my God. I was so nervous. I was sitting 2 seats down from him at a comedy show Russell Simmons would do every Wednesday. And I just kept looking at him, and he like me, so who knew he could feel me? I'm like, just keep looking at me. I went up to him, and he's so little. He's so short. I'm tall. So I was like, I must be so short. But meeting all of them is like, again, it's the greatest thing is just following your dream.
Yep. Yeah. You got to keep that going. So what do you think? Do you think you're ever gonna? I'm gonna close out shortly, but do you think there's ever gonna be a like Joncea Netflix special? Or have you trying to work something out with them like on Netflix?
Well, let me tell you how Netflix goes. Now, mind you, the way I shot my special was because you have to shoot your special a certain way. And the way Netflix works, Netflix doesn't actually shoot stuff. People sell things to Netflix. It has to be certain stipulations and all that. So I did shoot my special with the stipulations of Netflix. It's a little cliquish. You got to know somebody. And the Netflix is like, which they are actually, it's almost like the highest of Hollywood as far as bidding something. But for one day I'll have all of that, and it'll be sooner than later. One day everything just happens overnight, and this. But I'm sure. But you got to shoot it yourself and then sell it to Netflix. So Netflix isn't one. That's why when Cat was saying, when he was talking to Shannon Sharp, Cat was saying, all my specials myself, and it's like, everybody does. You have to. Like, it wasn't like no thing that like we get it. Everybody has to shoot their own specials. Right. Like when you see people with Netflix specials, they shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last question. What would be the best advice you would give to an aspiring comedian?
Be yourself. Tell your truth on stage, be yourself, and know that when you are yourself, someone is relating to you. You don't have to write a joke. Big Gregory is one that saw me perform, and he pulled me to the side and he was like, you have the capability not just to be the best female comedian, but the best comedian if you stop writing poppycock jokes. If you just tell your truth on stage and be who you are, you will be hilarious. And from that day on, I never wrote another joke. I just wrote my life. I wrote my truth. my truth. When you see me doing comedy, like I literally was in elementary school sneaking in the teacher's lounge eating lunch. It was done. It was good as done. And the day they put a lock on that refrigerator, I was all through the cash trying to find the key. And I was like a real special key. You know, they called them. You can't say the R word no more, but I was really on some undiagnosed autism. Like my truth is, is what I would recommend to every comedian. And I write. So if you're watching this and you're a comedian and you need help writing, I am a very good writer. I have written many of those jokes that you see on Netflix for a lot of the big names. I have written jokes for a lot. I'm a very creative-minded person and a very good writer. So I definitely say, if nothing else, stay close as you can to your truth and have fun. Comedy is have fun on that stage. Yes, you're gonna be nervous every time. If you're not, you're too big for the crowd. But when you get up there, it ain't about the crowd. It's about you. Get your butt on that stage and get silly. Like, have fun. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at people that ain't laughing at you. Like, like I'm really up there trying. Y'all not laughing. Like, what I be doing? Like, it's times that I've been like that. Like, I'm on stage, like, so this is where I should not be today. Like, let me know how much funny when I put up. Like, but that's what's funny. People can relate to you the truth. Someone can relate, no matter what it is. Someone knows somebody that did it, been it, everybody had a crack sister or cousin or something. Just tell your story. So that's definitely the advice I would give a newcomer.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, if you are an aspiring comedian or somebody that's a comedian trying to figure out their next move, or you need a writer, reach out to Joncea. She's a really good person. She's always busy, but she is really a good person. I think she could help guide you in the right direction. So if you could tell everybody where to find you on social media.
I got it right there. Joncea_ on everything. Except Facebook, if you just put Joncea, I got my whole government name. I'm hiding from no hoes because they got a man. Call me if you want. You see my name and you can find me. No, but yeah, Joncea_ on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, on everything.
Yep, everything.
Everything.
Yep, everything. Yeah. They watching on Instagram too. I just have to switch to a different page to see those comments. For some reason, they don't integrate with StreamYard, but all the rest of them do. So, okay. But I appreciate you taking some time out to come on my platform and share some of your life with us, because like I said, I've been admiring your journey for a long time, since before you left here. You were always one of my favorite comedians. And when you went away, like, I was like, oh my God, I'm proud of her. I was like, but I used to watch the videos of you, like, this is hard, you know what I mean? But then I looked up one day and you were just like, look at what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? And to me, that's inspiration. It should be inspiration, not just to people who are aspiring to be a comedian or actress or actor. It should be an inspiration to anybody trying to achieve something in the entertainment field, because it's hard.
Your podcast. I mean, I'm sure when you first started, it was one thing, and look at it now, and it can get better every day. Every time you do it, it's just going to get better and better,
Yep. I never wanted to be a radio show host, to be honest with you. I still don't. Don't judge me, y'all. That's not what I like to do. I love music. So I do, I've been an artist manager for a long time, but this is just something I do to help other people. Like, the first interview I did as a radio show host was of Cheryl Underwood. So I've done so many interviews, and it was just like, oh my God, like the first interview I did was of Cheryl Underwood. Like, now, I got to try to get some other people on it. That's on YouTube actually too, the interview with her. But I don't know. I just never thought that I would be doing this. It's just something that I think helps other people, if that makes sense.
And see, that's the thing. Like, purpose. Find purpose. Everything you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are unselfishly took yourself out the middle, like, and I'm gonna do this because it helps people get exposure. Sometimes you need to talk things out, you know, and you're gonna get blessed every time. You never know it. Like, what's that saying? Tell God your plans and He laugh. I just knew I was coming out here, girl, to be a stand-up comedian. I had no idea that there was acting and writing scripts and reading over scripts and writing for TV shows. And I didn't know none of that. I had no idea any of that was into play. And then feeding homeless people and looking out for certain people, you know, it's purpose. We're God's, you know what I'm saying? We have to do whatever God needs us to do. So,
amen.
It is done.
Yes, it is. So I definitely want to keep going. You know, I love the radio. Lux Radio Network is something that I'm proud of. I will say that, you know, I enjoy that. I enjoy the benefits of the radio station, but being a host on a radio show just never was me. But I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have everybody that I interview because you guys are awesome. And to hear people's life stories is, like I said, most times an inspiration to me. Like just to keep going. So I appreciate having you here, Miss Joncea.
Thank you.
And when your special comes on Hulu, let me know so I can bring you back and we can tell everybody to go watch it, or we gonna just beat them up. So I'm just kidding.
Real soon. We're working on everything real soon. So just keep me in the front of your prayers, selfishly in the front. No.
You said selfishly in the front.
Because I don't be selfish, you know. I don't ever put myself, but I some people I just, you know, just keep me, because I believe for everything that is of power, there's something fighting against it. So I just need the prayers to keep the forces that's fighting against what needs to be done away from me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, and you make sure you keep me in yours.
You already know.
Keep me posted so I can support whatever special is released soon or what have you. Because like I said, you've always been one of my favorite comedians by far.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Nice.
I will make sure that when I do shoot something big, we gotta get you a ticket.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you can be in the audience.
Absolutely.
We gotta make sure you right there in the audience.
Absolutely. And I will definitely be there.
All righty, girl.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good day. And we will see you soon. And we'll be looking for that special. Everybody, please follow Joncea on all social media platforms. It literally is her full name, Joncea Elizabeth.
And I followed you back. So I'm not that. I don't know how to be a celebrity. I'm not good at it at all. I will follow you back. I will answer your DMs. I'm just not bigger than the program. So.
Absolutely.
I will never be. I will never be. I don't even believe in fame. So let's just all ride this way together.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure, Miss Lady. I will see you soon. I'll be checking on you, and I watched the shorts of the. I wasn't even high when I made this. I'll be watching those all the time. So I'll see you.
Make one. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I can't see what that's gonna be.
Right. I'm over there like, and what's that gonna be too? Miss Janice made some ahi tuna. I might make a tuna taco or something stupid, but who knows?
All right, girl. Well, have a good day.
Right.
We'll see you.
I'll see you later, Cookie.
All right.
All right, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all, I love her. She's such a joy, like, to be around, and she's funny, and she, you know what I mean? She's caring. You know, one of the things that I always remember about Joncea is it was makes me feel, I think because her mom has left her, like, you know, little notes and stuff that she found afterwards or whatever. Like, my mom passed away first, and then her mom passed away. And it was kind of around the same time. It was in the same year, definitely, but it was around the same time. And it was just I think I had a hard time. I had a hard time like getting over. You don't get over losing your mom, but you know, just seeing her talk about things sometimes makes me feel better about losing my mother. So Joncea is a special person. And like I said, if there's anybody out there that's an aspiring comedian, or you just you getting ready to move to LA and you want to ask questions, she's a really good person. Like, so follow her and make sure you check out her comedy. You're welcome, Joncea. Make sure you follow her comedy journey. She is hilarious. She's a great actress and all of that. So I follow it. Make sure y'all follow it too. So right quick before I end this, I went a little bit over, but I want to shout out our sponsors and give a couple announcements. So shout out to Bello Burn Hot Sauce. His website is belloburn.com. If you would like to try it, it is the one of the best hot sauce that I ever have had. And I'm not saying that because he's my sponsor. I'm definitely saying that because it's just that good. Like I was buying it before I had this radio station. So also I'd like to shout out Universal Madness. Their logo is up in the corner here too. So they have a shop, as if you guys know, if you're in the DMV, it is on Leonardtown Road in Waldorf. So make sure you check out their new clothes. They make new stuff all the time. So shout out to my brother Rick in the bag. So bless up Universal Studios for being a Lux Radio Network sponsor. Also, we have a new sponsor by Madwear, and Mad is an acronym that stands for motivated and dedicated. So welcome Madwear. They also have a website. Let me put that up on the board real quick. The website for Madwear is, I gotta get this one off. So getmadwear.com. Make sure you go check out the website. They have some nice things, and I'll probably next show I'll probably be wearing some of that stuff, so, or something from them. I know I have a package on the way. So and last but not least, I want to shout out our sponsor RAS Herbals. And if you are not familiar with them, they are a family owned business that harvests herbs, in not the kind you smoke, the herbs in Jamaica that help people, like the healthy ones, soursop leaves, guava leaves, moringa seeds, all that stuff. So if you are interested in any of that stuff, you can reach out to me. I'm also an ambassador of RAS, but they're a sponsor. And if it's something I don't have, I can easily get from her. So I just wanted to put that out there. And then I also have the announcement about the Crown or Pass artist competition. If you are an artist and you are serious about your career, if you are not serious about your career, you're just making music to impress the women don't sign up. But if you're serious about your career and you want to get ahead without, having to have a manager and all that stuff, make sure you reach out to me so that I can give you the link to the I guess I could have put it on the screen, but I could give you the link to the application. It's an online application. It's literally just, hey, give us a link to your music, give us your name, your stage name, and things like that. Just the information we're going to need to help with giving whoever wins the prizes. But there's going to be 8 contestants. It starts on September 3rd, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is at 7 p.m. in Jamaica or Caribbean time. And what am I? 3 p.m., right? No. Anyway, 5 p.m., I think, Pacific time. Central time, of course, is 6 p.m. as well, too. So if you're an artist and you're interested in the competition, make sure you reach out to me. Each season is 4 weeks long. So the first season and the first round starts on September 3rd. The second round is the second week, which is the following Thursday, and so on and so forth. Each round has different criteria that will be emailed to the artists that are selected to be in the competition. And so make sure, like I said, if you're interested, to check out my page on TikTok or anywhere actually. It's Crown or Pass. And there's a whole ton of stuff that the grand prize winner wins, like EPK, press announcement, a performance agreement that can be changed, a track produced by Maxwell Sparta, a feature in Jack Magazine, a feature on my show here, AI generated music video. There's a lot of stuff that that is being offered, and by different people that I've asked to help sponsor this event. So if you're interested, make sure you reach out to me. And last but not least, I would love to say again, I think I didn't even put it on the computer. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Ray. But I posted it everywhere else. I would love to say again, happy birthday to my heir, Ray Spence. I love you, girl. I hope you're having a great time in Jamaica, and I will see you guys next week.